Namaste, children. How are you? Numericals. Some people are afraid of numericals, but we have to remember one thing. Numericals are one of the best ways to score full. You know why? In numericals, there is no scope of reducing mark for a missing point or diagrams, this mistake, or such things. There is no point of forgetting something in the theory, not like that. If you write proper steps, you'll get the full score in numerical, right? So now let us see what are the topics to be revised to perform numericals properly in the final exam. Let us begin. So let us start from the first chapter, electric charges and fields. And what are the topics in this for numerical? First one, superposition. Like different charges, like at four corners of a square, find the field at the center of the square, or find the field at one corner of the square in this mode. Followed by charging by induction, like concentric spheres, finding induced charge on each of them. These type of questions. Next, flux and field. Both are Gauss law applications. For example, a charge is placed at corner of a cube and find the flux through entire cube. Find the flux through each face of the cube. This type. Similarly, finding field. These are directly there in the derivations also. Next, going to next chapter. Second chapter, what are there in this one? Capacitance. First, weightage wise, we have to give more importance for capacitance. In that one, combinations as well as parallel plate. The related questions, followed by that partially filled parallel plate capacitor. Okay, finding energy, finding resultant capacitance, all these things. Then potential related, like whatever we did in electric field, some combination is given, find the resultant potential or due to a sphere, all such things. Next, third chapter, Kirchhoff's law is always essential, you all know that, followed by combination of resistors also. Okay, and sometimes in very short answers, electric power or combination of cells or terminal voltage, these type of questions can be expected. Going to next one, fourth chapter, and you have here the circular coil, always important, but derivation, short answer, numerical, whatever, it will appear somewhere in the question paper always. So revise that carefully. And then Ampere's law applications, solenoid, straight wire, these related questions. And similarly, movement of charges in magnetic field, finding frequencies and all. Now, when two particles are entering into a magnetic field, like a proton and an electron and an alpha particle or something like that, what will be the ratio of their radius, ratio of the energies, ratio of the frequencies? These type of questions are there. Going to next one, magnetism. Here, these two subtopics are there, but not frequently asked. Okay, so I'm skipping this. Going to next one, EMI. And Faraday's law is always important for numerical purpose also, followed by self-induction and mutual induction, finding coefficient of induction, that questions, and motional EMF, movement of a rod in magnetic field, rotation of a rod, including generator type of questions. Okay, all these things you have to revise. Going to next one. Alternating currents. In this one, as all of us know, LCR circuit is always important as for not only for essay questions, for short answer numericals also it is essential. So it will appear somewhere in the paper always, most of the times. Followed by power factor related questions, then transformer, finding input output voltage. Efficiency is given, find output voltage or output current, this type, followed by RMS and average values type of questions in very short answers. Similarly, what the time taken to reach from 0 to RMS value of current or 0 to maximum value of current or maximum to RMS, these type of questions. So that is about AC. Now going to next one, that is EM waves. In EM waves, most of the times theory questions are there in the paper, But along with that, very few times radiation pressure, intensity related, and the relation between mu naught, epsilon naught, and C, these type of questions, these are all asked. So just go through. It takes very less time, so you can just revise this one. I hope this information is helpful. If so, can you please press a like button? Yeah, and also check whether you subscribed or not. So next one is ray optics. In ray optics, we have many very important for numericals. Optical instruments. First thing you have to revise optical instruments. After that, regarding lens formula, mirror formula, questions based on magnification, all these things. And then prism. Okay, like deviation or dispersion angle, all these things. Finally, total internal reflection regarding critical angle between two media. So these are the essential things, but never leave optical instruments concept, theory, derivations, as well as numerical. Any one of them will must they must appear in every examination. So be careful about this. Going to next one, wave optics. In this one also, one of the most essential concept is there, Young's experiment. It can be either in essay or in short answer. Somewhere it will always appear. So after this, diffraction at a single slit. So just go through this one, these numericals, not frequently asked but important. Okay. Next, Malus law and Brewster's law. Not highly essential like the first two, but just they're easy topics. Just it will take like 5 to 10 minutes to revise. Just you can go through just. Going to next one, dual nature. This one also very important, photoelectric effect. It can be in short answers, not in essay and all. Followed by de Broglie. De Broglie can be there in very short answers, sometimes as a numerical. Followed by atoms. In atoms, the most essential thing is spectra. Finding a wavelength or frequency of an emitted spectrum from transition from one orbit to another orbit. This is highly important. After that, you can go through questions related to radius in nth orbit, velocity in nth orbit, energy in nth orbit, potential, kinetic, ratio, all these things. Okay. Next, nuclei. In nuclei chapter, binding energy related questions. A reaction is given, find the energy released. Or a reaction is given, masses are given, find the energy released based on mc square equation. So these things can be asked. Followed by finding mass number and atomic number in a series. Then a reaction is given, for example, asked how many alphas are released, how many beta particles are released during a certain reaction. So next one is semiconductors. And what are the concepts in this one? Finding number of electrons, that is one thing. And also this one, giving a combination of resistors with a diode in forward and reverse, finding the resultant resistance, finding resultant current in that combination, which is a combination of biasing of diode plus Kirchhoff's laws. Okay, that is for very short answers. Sometimes it can be asked. So this is about semiconductors. So that's all for numericals from all these chapters. Now let us see one important information, how to present a numerical in the final exam. Let us see this. What steps you have to follow? First of all, whatever the question is given, you have to write the given data with proper units, isn't it? After that, what to do after writing the data? Now, which law you are using? For example, according to Gauss law or according to Ampere's law, something. Mention the equation along with the principal name, followed by substitution, then calculation, then final answer, and in calculation show proper steps. Final answer should be given with proper units. This is where many people do mistakes, writing the final units. Okay, some people forget the units or they may write wrong unit. So be careful with that one. So these are the steps if you follow in numerical, it is very easy to score a 3 out of 3 or 2 out of 2 without much effort, right? Press a like button.